But I mean, everyone will have one of those where it's just like let's get on to the next one. Now, Vinco got a lot of them to start things off, unfortunately for them. But I mean, again, that is PUBG for you. You gotta be able to always bounce back.
Winside going up for Zaki.
Like to see it.
So they've got a second spot to play from here if they do get one of these crazy planes. We'll watch everyone else scatter out. Quickmath. For both phases, they have been untested on their Se7en plays. They can just get to sit there all day long.
I like to see this plane path too, because we haven't really been gifting a whole lot to the guys jumping out east. You see 4AK, they ain't gonna go military with this one. They are jumping up north. So nobody's gonna be military, and that's why we need the military circle.
Could you imagine? It's always the way when the military teams leaves military base, we end up going down there.
It just sends it immediately down south. That could be so funny. And also, I'm not seeing Art of War down here. Where are they loading? Oh, they're taking the northeastern split by mansion. No, wait, that's VG. You figure you pointed me in the wrong direction. You debated me there. Where is Art of War? Why am I blind? Oh, they're going... Okay, so they're contesting
that's really
Tarlans in Rostock. I did not notice them there at all. I asked
the VG has gone away, yeah. They've actually... VG have swapped things up. We've got... wow.
Okay, so west again.
So we've gone really west. Teams actually got to go where they wanted on the east side. No one's got military base this time. Ferry Pier is completely empty as well. Gatka might have PG just around there now. They've got the vehicles to fight it out amongst themselves. And Art of War going to be giving Tarlans a hard time.
Yeah, Tarlans have been landing Primorsk on the southern side, but of course with this place not at all, a plane not at all allowing them for going that direction, they changed things up. And I think Art of War, they might have been a little surprised. You can see Tony, he knows he's up there. But this is not time they want to be spending fighting this early on. They want to get the loot game going.
Yeah, get the loot, get some control, then find out if you really need to before you rotate in, if that's what you so want to do.
Also, it seems like the Tarlans team has kind of left Maga on his own, because you have Ermac out east, you have Moonlight in Watertown, and then you have Pancart all the way up in Cube. So Maga, as soon as the Art of War team realizes it's just you, you're going to have to throw off one hell of a big performance if you want to be able to stay alive here.
Yeah, this is not a spot he wants to find himself in. Benki just rips him apart as he comes up the stairs. Yeah, and Tony will go in and finish him off.
Not a whole lot more you can do there. Where is he? There he is.
Fist him. Do it.
Are you talking in-game right now, Tony? Are you BMing? Wow! Tony Sosa.
Oh, I love
Tony Sosa. This is our town.
I literally, it's like the John Wick pose, man. I see you telling you, like, yeah, you be careful. This is my spot. Don't come here again.
Thank you, observers, for catching it, too. That is a moment we would not have wanted to miss. Tona coming here and saying, you know what? Now we're going Razak. Clearly, they didn't care to loot Pachinki, split with another team, and they said it ain't going to be worth it. Just 16 teams in Erangel. We can take our own spot anyway. And in all fairness, I mean, Tarlans isn't really the Rostock team. They're probably only here because they couldn't go down towards the southwestern side. But then again, if you are a Primorsk team, or any edge team for that sake, you will have planes like this one that doesn't go where you want. You need to have a spot to go to. I do think, though, that for Tarlans next game, if they do get a similar plane, when they're playing on 2 days from now, they probably don't go Rostock.
Most likely not.
Tony Sosa, the BMer of BMs. I like it, though. It's amazing. Thank you so much. We are seeing teams getting their loot game going. Elgiganten, they have been very uncontestedly looting South George, and they're sitting pretty well in it now. Question is going to be where they're planning on going here. They could go up towards Everest to get that big old vision over the entire circle, see if they can allocate something off of that, or they could just start driving further down south. Maybe we saw them drive down towards the antenna in that previous game that went out west. They could be going down there to get a bit of a high ground position in vision. The only thing is there's just not a lot of compounds. There's so many fields around Gatka, south of Gatka, and if you're really banking on sitting compound play early on, then, I mean, if you haven't left already, you're probably late to it.
And that is where it becomes a problem on those rotations in. Now, I'd be up for seeing, considering how many teams are going to come from this eastern side and go into the west. If Tornado just went down into military now and came all the way around, I'd be so down for that, because that gives them a whole opening, and this area down at the bottom in the south is completely available for them.
This time around, it's Stella that are setting up shop here. Moonlight under pressure, and that is going to be the second Tarlans player down and out. They're looting in unfamiliar territories. Of course, they know the map, but not a place they've been around in the game today so far. And, well, I mean, still, they set up shop here after they were the ones to get contested by Art of War previously. Now they're sitting here. And they got themselves the first kill. Oh, it's the second kill of the game.
Yeah. We got the Tony one and now the Stella one. And that means that 2 players from Tarlans have already gone down. And Stella, again, just aggressive whenever they can find these opportunities. They are not backing away from fights early on here.
And they have to aggress here. It's all Cass going all the way out on the ridgeline there, trying to hold people off. The thing is, Cass is all by himself, and he cannot let teams know that he's a solo player. He isn't, I wouldn't call it like a top priority area or compound, but it's a really good center spot in the circle. And honestly, probably one of the better spots. You gotta let people, you gotta not let people know that you're solo, because they'll come fight you. Hooks down. These goes down. Should be the finish off coming in too, because he's kind of by himself here.
And this is where we have Elgig. They've opted to not go on top of Everest. They've come all the way down south and get the job done. And Savage is on the way to finish them off. Elgig are trying to go on the hunt.
Yeah.
They'll take this compound very nicely now.
I like
but what can the rest of PG do? They're actually backing away. They're just going to leave him to go down.
They're pulling up on it. They were looking around. They saw the knock come, or they got themselves the knock, and they were looking around. Where's the reaction place? Anyone shooting at us? Is anyone going for the rest? Nope. Guys, I think he might just be a solo player there. Now they got themselves Gatka forward. Really smart reaction play. And that's what I'm talking about with the Cass thing before as well. If he got knocked there, if anything happens, teams, they react to these things so quickly. They know the importance of having these compounds, especially in this area of the map, because there aren't a whole lot of them to come by. So you gotta really, really be wise. And that's like when the mental aspect comes into the game.
Plenty of shots being fired off there, but not connecting just yet. But they're going to keep teams at bay, and it's going to be the fight for space as well as the fight for survival across this now, especially as more teams work their way in. And where this next circle is going to go is going to tell us a lot on how this may pan out for a lot of teams here. Pachinki, a lot of teams just going around the side of it for us. Tornado Energy have made their way across. They didn't opt to go down military, but they've still got all that space to work with.
The thing that I both like and dislike about the western side of Erangel is that there's so many unique terrains. You have the Everest Mountain, you have Quarry, you have the Swarm area. And I mean, these are just, you can't really, when you're an in-game leader and you come into this game and you're like, okay, is it going to be an open ending? Is it going to be a city ending? What's going to happen here? You can't really plan it, oftentimes at least, on the western side of Erangel until Circle 4 or 5. And that might be too late to make decisions at that point. 3D Max now. Driving around here for us, have heard them. We haven't seen a whole lot from Force today. They had a somewhat decent first game, but now we'll see if they get things going here. Vehicles, well, they ain't gonna be drivable anymore. Is that a word? Drivable? Now it is.
I'll let you keep doing it. No,
the art of making James question his own language.
The thing is, you ask questions where I just say something and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's normal. And then you make me doubt myself because you obviously have no clue and I'm sat there confused.
Well, I don't know. It's not my language. It's yours.
Yeah,
One player.
Drivable's fine.
Drivable. Okay, thank you. Now you have to look it up.
So I'm so Googling this right now.
3D Max gets one player taken down. And yeah, Circle is coming closer now. And in 3D Max, they haven't really got the start off that we knew that they came off of on the good group stage of Kickoff Cup. We know they're capable of doing it. And we want to see them do so.
Drivable. Able to be driven.
Woo!
Of a motor vehicle in brackets.
Drivable exists. 10 out of 10.
Do you know what? I'm just going to not listen to you anymore and just stick to my guns. Because if I said it in a normal sentence, it'd just be fine. But when you make me question it, I'm like,
Yeah,
You're making me stupid, mate. This is not good. You're supposed to make me clever.
I can do both. On and off.
Start showing it then. Oh, dear. VG, they're another team that want to start showing us some stuff, and hopefully it's some kills and additional placement points. As the circle does still cover Pachinki. Got Quarry half cut off in there, but it's given them some space to work with, and they got Moonwolf up above them.
What we know right now, the teams have to know as well. Not all they know where the map is and everything. Hold that thought. Let's just see where I go here. Can he get some kills off of this one? Nope. Not right now. But what we saw right there on the map with the southeastern circle coming up here, they have to know where the majority of teams are right now. And if you're quick enough at adapting and reacting to these things, you can really make smart rotations. Even if you're a far edge team, you know where the previous center was. If you rotate around that and get it on the other side, you can make so many smart plays. The push it out, come in. See though? Many teams fighting across the map as all these rotations starting to come in.
And Tarlans lose themselves a third player now. They're close to elimination. But Tony Sosa's going to catch a grenade, and Tarlans are going to get eliminated. Yeah. Se7en doing the damage.
Rough rotations coming in. Out of war, lost one player, and Tony Sosa just before that. What you get for BMing the guys out of Russak. And well, now they're going to stay put. VG down here. I mean, we're in their territory for now, at least. They're inside the circle. Probably could go more center if they wanted to. But, I mean, no Jinx coming in here, but there's still 4 guys alive, and I like to see it. I mean, they have been losing. That's been like their Achilles heel. Because sure, things have been going down after that, but they've been losing that one first player, just like Tarlans, really early on in the game. And it just always changes up your play style and what you can do when you're only 3 guys alive. So for them to be 4 up here, let's hope they can get things going.
Now look on... We can see, if you're watching the map stream, Swarm, all the way down, have gone on the far western side and rotating in.
I just talked about it. It's a perfect play to make. You know where the previous center was off of the previous circle. They're all going to be coming in from here. If you're on the northern side, anyway, go around. Winside is doing the exact same thing.
You've still got good compounds.
You have
to take within the
extremely
field.
good compounds down
crazy.
south. Yeah, there's really, really good spots to play from down there. I really like to see these sorts of rotations.
I love seeing when we've got teams that improve this dramatically between when we saw them on phase 1, where we saw Swarm got eliminated and then fought their way back into this.
What Swarm is doing right now is technically an upscaled version of what they did in the Se7en game last game. When they saw the circle going south, they said, we're just going to take it all around, go out into those oil cans and the wooden shack out there and play from there. We're going all the way around the teams. And then, of course, shoot the circle, go back north. You're going to have to play it from there and see what's going to happen. But right now, they're just surviving phase or circle to circle. Really smart plays coming in from them.
There's not going to be much contesting of this position for
Nothing.
them unless VG or Moonwolf want to move forward here. So Swarm are loving life here. This is a real nice spot to fight from.
Extremely smart rotations. This is, I mean, just the first 3 games we've seen today. They're looking way better already than what they did for the entire last phase. And it's a clear sign that they've been improving. They've been practicing, and they've been coming into this one saying, okay, boys, we went down to relegations last phase. Let's not go down there again. We're better than that. We can do this. And they are showing. They won the previous game, and they want to get a good thing going here. But as you said right now, James, go further. Go further. That's one thing. I like that they're stopping to scout. And you can see right now, Aaliyah and Tuck, they're going up the hillside, get that high ground position, scout even further. Because if they realize that compound is open, and should the next circle go down there, we've seen so many times when the game ends down there, it's oftentimes one of that compound team that ends in the top 3 too.
To be fair, I'd probably be doing what they were doing as well, because obviously we can see the map. We know how this is working out. And that compound we're talking about is still within this circle. As we roughly center up, we go a bit more over towards the west and south.
Oh, 180 from Desperado. Pretty much synchronized. They're all spinning around the vehicles.
Let's not do this now.
Not that far, not that far.
Oh, wow, again.
Yoo-ho.
How many cars have been absolutely destroyed here on the rotations time and time again? And that, guys, is why you don't put 4 players in a car. That is how you do it like the Quickmath style and have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
And it's also why, I mean, this just showcases the rotations that are being made by these teams. Right now, it's happening kind of on top of each other. It's the first day of the league. A lot of these teams haven't played against each other before. Force and Art of War squaring off against one another. We see it right here. Memo down and out he goes. And Ben is down as well. Rip is going to be the last remaining player for his team.
And Rip is looking to get the hell out of there. He's going to go and hide behind the rocks because this is not a fight he wants to take anytime soon. He's going to hope that they keep themselves busy elsewhere, but nades are going to come out. And they're just going to go past him. They're not going to get close enough just yet. As Deegs from Elgig, he finds himself going down to Tornado, and they are in a pretty good spot overall here. Generally dead center. They're the closest to it.
Yeah, Deeks is sitting pretty well in it. They're far up north, but they have a chance to rotate out and around, should they be capable of doing so. Tornado Energy in the dead center, of the circle. And you have this whole forest area that is oftentimes played around. We can see right now, I mean, you have the Forshack field down south, and you have parts of the Chopsticks field up on the northern side. So much of this is rather unplayable. You can pretty much call it water at this point, right? You have the hillside and Pachinki Hills, and you have the western hills in the forest. The 2 only non-compound areas you can really play from at this point.
And also, Swarm have gone to that exact position we said about, and they've got VG potentially about to try and break into it.
Perfect rotations. Really smart playing coming from Swarm.
Northwest, he got very lucky there, jumped out in the nick of time, but still shots come out towards him. Vac finds himself getting knocked down by Se7en, and Se7en are the most aggressive team in this lobby. These guys,
they just don't care. They're doing exactly what we mean. They're not in first place. I think they're actually sitting in 10th right now, but they don't. I mean, this is an aggression that will be in the back of everyone else's heads coming into the games to come or the days to come. Oh my God, Se7en is there. We got to put 2 guys focusing in that direction at all times because we don't know when the hell they're going to be coming full speed towards us. That's mental games. That's a psyching your opponent.
StarLadder have got a supply drop near them, but Se7en were taking shots at them, so they do need to be careful. And Se7en are just out saying, okay, we'll sit up north and we'll wait for all these teams to potentially rotate past us and see how much more damage we can get done. As the other 4 AK players get involved and get themselves into the compound there.
4 AK came in late on this one, so they probably don't know that Art of War and 4 had the fight in this exact spot, which is going to be, well, I mean, a little scary to me, because they probably, I mean, you'd hope that they scouted proper, but if they take the vehicles and start driving, that could be them down really quickly. Forest, we talked about that being one of the only spots. Now it's pretty much the only spot, if not the fields and the shacks out there in the open, that you can play from that is in the circle and not taken already. And Swarm, they just got to be clapping their hands right now, in all honesty. They've played this rotation so smart. Solid
Predictions, solid understanding of where it could go. It benefited them massively. And now they've got a super good spot down south in the circle. Them and Tornado are looking in to be a prime position to be doing well here, unless someone pulls up on them and does a lot of damage. As Moonwolf are trying to work their way in. Algia's running away, knows that he doesn't want to try and fight this off at all. And VG are going to just keep taking shots at him.
Elgiganten is the flank off and all the position that they have here. They don't want to lose him, that's for sure. 4 and 4 AK, we talked about them. They knew they were close. 4 AK didn't know where they were, and they do take a casualty early on.
Rip trying to run away again behind that rock. He's like, oh, nope, you're still there. Okay, no problems. I'll just wait it out.
Mr. Bullet Dodger, everyone else fighting on the western side as well. We talked about these teams. They don't have a whole lot to play from. They know that that forest area will be the only non-compound place that they can really fight for. So that's why we see them all making their way into this very condensed area too. It was Tornado, it was Stella, it was PG-18 as well. But right now, for us, doing what they can to deny this rotation coming out from 4AK.
Art of War go down in 15th place though. Rip couldn't hang on too much longer, and 4AK can't be far away from going down either.
It's going to be ever so difficult to see Elgiganten. They're just hogging that left side, but where can you go from here? What's available? What do you have to play from? They could try and swoop underneath Desperado, but it's not going to be easy. Winside taking casualties as Akko and Erangel blows up his vehicle.
We have seen the vehicle destructions on point today. As Elderwise, he's back in it. Lars is going to go down, and more kills come their way. He's going to get some return fire shot off towards him. He's looking for some cover, and he's also looking to his teammate to say, hey, can you give me a bit of help, mate? I'm just shooting out on my own here.
Need cover, need cover.
Potentially another car about to go boom. Mize is trying to get the job done, but he's not able to get the final shots off. It is starting to tick away, but Metralius jumps out in time.
Yes, Misa down there from the yellow houses. This is really all they can do. They can't aggress on anything. They have Insolence on the shack on the other side. They can just sit in here, try to apply damage. They will become like T-Bone Syndrome players. And maybe they will, because they won't be able to get into positions to flush any opponents. And they constantly have to worry that teams can be pushing them. They know there's going to be a fight for the Pachinki Hill area, and they cannot lose a player now.
I wasn't laughing at your statement. I was laughing just the T-Bone Syndrome every single time.
That's just mean it's a thing now.
It is a real thing. It's a crazy disease, and it's a disease that Ensolenso won't have for this time. He's going to actually get the kill and the flush onto Apocalypse, but Jesus, that was careful. Nades coming out. Se7en are hot on her heels, and he's going to be well aware that, oh, we were chasing one player, but you've just killed him. Cool, we'll continue on to you now then, mate.
That's a lot of nades wasted technically off of, I mean, I think they just threw like 5 or 6 nades down there. They probably would have wanted to have later on in the game, because they will have to do some breaches. Here, Waggo, speaking of breaches, tries to do it, but he ain't gonna get far enough. Phantom, though, is there to apply some damage in return, but a bit too late from that one.
Helping his teammate out there. Stopping him from getting flushed out. Quickmath, though, need to hold on to this position. 3D Max going to try and take full control here, but they've got to be careful. Nades are coming out. Hydrick spots it, and he won't find himself going down anytime soon.
Play and Angle know what to work around. They know that if they breach the building on this side, there's only going to be one window they can be shot at from, and Phantom had the angle to help. Sure, the shots were landed a bit too late, but that is exactly how you want to do these breaches. Peltish down and out he goes, and this is going to allow for his teammates and pushing on down towards this area.
Mize, though, he can't catch a break because Tornado Energy also shooting up on him. As the new circle has popped, we've gone a little bit up north and towards the east. Tornado Energy is still in the circle. Moonwolf are as well. Swarm are going to have to move, and VG already starting to make their rotation in. They sent Blue up first, but that's all he's going to be able to get so far, as his teammates are looking to try and hold on to that position.
Yeah, Se7en were over-aggressing a bit on trying to get the angle on towards Insolenso. They're getting punished for it now as well. Kumpa takes down Krabik, and I believe they had one more player knocked just before. That's Frank, so Bustler and Edelweiss all by themselves. Now Tornado Energy, they're going aggressive on this one up against their fellow CIS comrades, trying to see if they can square up against them. Combat might be going a bit too aggressive by himself here, as Insolenso gets taken down, and Coldamentor does as well.
Desperado's struggling to hold on to this. PG just rolling onto them, and they'll go out in 13th. Absolute annihilation. They're exactly the right words for it, because Desperado just walked out to their doom.
Gotta give it to VG, still in the mix. They have a rough position to play from on the eastern side, but they're still alive and kicking. And as far as I know, they haven't lost a player yet. Melman takes off one, and all of a sudden this 7 push down the hillside is looking really, really grim.
Oh, Melman landing some keen shots.
What? Did he knock him there?
That was huge. He got hit and still able to do that. Melman, you absolute beauty.
Edel has been spotted out. That grass doesn't render at the distance that VG is at. Unfortunately for Edelweiss, he's at 1 HP. One more hit should do it. Might just be able to get the first hit off here, though. Hookstaff full on sending it in. We saw it on the screen right there just before. Tries to get inside this shag and able to do so. Even pre-fires his way and like to see it. I like to see it. Always be careful. And more men with their arm in hand. Now swapping over to the AK.
Oh, we just saw him.
That's
not going to work out, but Mole Man manages to pop out. Instead, he's going to be eliminated. The nade goes off. Luckily holding strong into it, so he'll get a kill.
Taken down by who? That was in the field. That was oh, that's an unfortunate play. He did play it really well. You heard the nade cooked. He pushed out. He got the timing on him, but they're taken down. Edelweiss, 7. They had such a good push coming in over the hillside, but 17 and the guys down there south, they were just holding them off. Swarm now trying to push it, but Moonwolf is doing everything they can to stop them.
Moonwolf were the players that were able to pick off the players that were stuck up north, and they have taken a pretty southern position, but they've been able to hold off everyone from afar. They're playing the long distance game, and it's certainly working out.
Kudos to Swarm. They played it so well, but in this position, just not a whole lot more they could do. They committed to it, but Moonwolf was too much of a force for them to be able to deal with. And for VG now, I mean, they're miles out in the open, that's one thing, but they know that it's Moonwolf that's right next to them, and they have to make the rotation in that direction. For them right now, all they can really concern themselves with is wait until that hillside is excluded. That's the only position they can be shot from.
VG have made it to top 8, but they have had the worst circles to fight off, and nothing has gone their way.
But it just goes to show, I mean, you don't always get the circles you want, and if you can play good games in bad situations, then why? I mean, you should be able to get the good games too. Right there, clearly a team that is smart on the rotations, that is doing good plays. They've just not been getting things going their way in the first couple of games.
Moonwolf, with limited cover, have been able to do so much damage. They continue to aggress this and just fight on every single angle here.
It's very similar to what we saw Force do in Group A in that one game with Erangel winning out in the fields as well. They're in an exposed position, and you're thinking, why isn't everyone just killing them? The thing is, for them, everyone else is fighting each other. They do not have time to focus on a target that's 400 meters away when there's an opponent 50 meters away. You need to focus on what's close to you in the immediate threat, and Moonwolf, for the most teams, just isn't.
Now 4 have gone out in 8th place. Elgig still have 1 player in Hugstar, who's pretty much center, just hidden away in a shack on his own completely.
Yannick tried to make his walk on down here as well. PG, Nailop and him have a rough place to make here because Tornado, they know exactly which few trees they're hiding behind. Nailo gets spotted out of the side, but holy cow, that's a lot of damage coming in return.
Nice headshots being landed there. He couldn't get the knocks in. But Phantom will find himself going down. BG have come up into this. There's only 1 3D Max player left alive, and with that circle, it's not going to be difficult for them to hold this off now.
If VG can take down 3D Max, that's going to be the entire east side of the circle up for grabs for them. They will know it's there, so they'll have to control because they played it from there for so long, and they know that once this yellow house is excluded and taken down, that's going to be their play to make. Hittrick, full YOLO, send it forward. Where can you stop this vehicle? He's probably going for the shack, but Hooksta is already in there. Will he even make it there? Though? Nope, not going to happen. Bike is on fire. Just a second, he's going to blow up.
Not how you want to see it go down. 3D Max out in 7th for them. Best position of today, but not a lot of kills alongside it. The boom now coming on to Moonwolf, and they've been able to get away with quite a lot so far, using their utility very well. They've got to be careful of that car.
That's a nade. Wash out right in the money. He has to get the rest on it. You can see right here, I mean, now is where Moonwolf has to watch out. They were able to run around in the open like this for such a long time because the threats were immediate and close. Now, they are one of the teams close that will be fought off. Yannick trying to do the damage needed, but Example takes him down. Newly added player to the lineup for Tornado. Energy Storm comes off strong right off the bat.
VG still in it, and they've got a good position, and now fighting on to Moonwolf, who are down to 3 players left alive.
Yeah, VG got 4 players up and alive still. I mean, really good performance for them, working really well with very limited resources and spots to play from. Once again, into the vehicles they go. Get yourself into a position. You know that there's very limited place you can play from. Throw those smokes while you're driving the vehicles. Super smart plays coming out from the South African team.
Solid cover as well now for them to work off of. Dexo gets himself knocked down, and he will get eliminated as well as Tornado Energy up at 10 kills. They've been fighting from start to finish. They had a great compound to fight from as well, and now they're starting to find themselves in a position to push out and move on down to fight into some of these teams. Hopefully VG can try and get the revive off though, because they've just successfully moved in, but everyone is focused on them.
What I want to see from VG right now is being able to recognize the immediate threats and the not so immediate threats. What is within nade distance? Yeah. Where do we need to apply this pressure? Moonwolf, sure, they're on the other side, but you don't need to worry about them right now. What you need to worry about is whatever happens up here with Tornado Energy and Elgiganten. Potentially, you could even third party on it should you be able to. Did he cook that? I was going to say, did he cook that flash and flash himself off of that? But no, not quite the case. Oh, that's a Molotov.
Oh,
burn,
no.
Baby, burn.
Melting flesh is all the Pugstore is going to smell for now. Elgig managed to sneak their way into 5th place.
Love me the smell of napalm in the morning. That's not the guy from Apocalypse Now, I think so. 8 bullets for Erangel. Headshot coming his way.
What a shot!
Yep, like to see it, like to see it.
Tempo get themselves in, or Tornado, sorry. And they find themselves now into a position where they've got numbers, but not in their favor anymore. They've had to work their way down. They've been fighting consistently here.
Vinco has a good chance at winning this game. They just need to recognize where these opponents are. They knew that the damage was coming in up and around the shack, so there are no pressures up there. With Example running around, he should be able to either hear them or just be able to apply the pressure. Blue is an offside position. As you can see here, they don't really need to take the fight with Moonwolf right now. They need to recognize the current threat, and that is Tornado Energy.
Winside Moon is getting away with absolute murder here. He even took shots onto Moonwolf, but he's been forgotten about, and that's a beautiful nade. But it won't find any knocks going out towards him. Melman trying to get the job done. He lands some nice shots there. More kills coming in. Wow. And Tornado, they deliver it in style. They rip Vinco's numbers apart here. And Soda, he's barreling out nades of his own. And he's just hoping he can potentially get one of them down.
Eat my nades. Arco gets the angle on towards him. He goes down, but great step up from Vinco. They didn't, as you say, get circles their way, but they played it as well as they could. 4th place here. They can be very satisfied with that.
Good stuff here from Moonwolf, though. They're still holding their ground. They get the car out, they pop the wheels, make sure he can't be seen, but XMPL, he's looking to do some serious damage here. And Tornado may only have 2 players left alive, but that might be all they need here. More damage being done, and XMPL is not slowing down anytime soon as Melman finds the knock onto Oko.
Melman is just hitting everything right now. He has the last, I believe, 3 kills that has come in, and he's looking to get even more of him. Now he gets himself healed on up, and Moon, I mean, honestly, Moon could become the difference maker here. For Moonwolf, can they get a knock on 2? Maybe just 1, because there's only 2 players left on towards Tornado Energy. But can they get a knock on 1 and Moon comes in? He can potentially third party and get this one. Nobody is looking in the direction of him because nobody has heard anything from him for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, the last time anyone saw him was when he shot onto Moonwolf, and then they left him be because they wanted to start to challenge Vinco. So he's just going to continue to prone his way forward, sneaky snake in the grass, trying to get the job done. As Moonwolf will fire the smokes forward, they're going to try and get themselves further up into this.
Where can you guys drive from here? Arco jumps out, takes damage on it, and Erangel exposes himself. Not in nade distance, it seems. Ooh, I think you might have washout in nade distance, though. And he is. Example, long-range throw, but gets it right on the money.
Brilliant nade throw in there from XMPL. Can he get another one off to finish him out and wash him out completely as it be?
Does Moonwolf at this point think that Tornado has 3 players up, or does Tornado think that Moonwolf has 4? Because no one knows that Washout is down there, or that Moon is down there, right? And they're seeing the player count. There are 2 guys up. Like, where's the 4th guy? Where's the 4th guy?
What's going on?
Yeah.
And Moon is still in the circle. We're now going to go dead center. And Moon is still completely ignored here.
Moon can, I'm just going to say it. Moon can win this game. He hasn't been... Okay, he doesn't have a helmet. That's one thing. But I'm pretty sure he has a vest on. That's doing pretty well. These guys, look at the ammo. Melman, nades all over. An example now. The headshots too. Tornado Energy have so little to work with. And they take out Moonwolf. 15 kills and Moon is all that's left. 0 kills. Oh, Moon. I kind of want to see this one. But I also really think that Tornado Energy deserved this win.
Well, it's down to whoever clutches this one out. The best man or men will win when it comes down to it. And Moon He's crept his way in, but Tornado had no idea. I think when they threw that nade, they expected the game to end, and then we're like, wait, what?
At this point, I was going to say, they have to expect the angle. They have to expect the angle at this point. They know that Vinco was taking up so much space on the eastern side. Moonwolf were running around like crazy people in the south, and you have the only remaining place they can be, because they were the ones to clear the entire northern side. He's got to be west at this point, and he was. 17 kills and a win for Tornado Energy.